Welcome all. So now let's look at the question based on apparent power and power factor. Question is a load draws a current I of t equal to under root 2 cos of 100 pi t plus 20 degree. That means Im is root 2 and theta I is 20 degree. When the applied voltage is V of t equal to 100 root 2 cos of 100 pi t minus 10 degree. That means Vm is 100 root 2 and theta V is minus 10 degree. And we have to calculate apparent power and power factor. Okay, so I have written Im as root 2, theta is 20 degree. Then we know the relation between RMS value and peak value. IRMS equal to Im by root 2. Im is root 2, so root 2 upon root 2, IRMS comes out as 1 ampere. Then VRMS is, Vm is 100 root 2, so VRMS equal to Vm divided by root 2. That means 100 root 2 divided by root 2, root 2 cancel out. So RMS value of voltage is 100 volt. Then your apparent power formula is S equal to VRMS IRMS. VRMS into IRMS. So VRMS is 100, IRMS is 1. 100 into 1, it comes out as 100. And important is the unit. What is the unit of apparent power? Unit of apparent power is volt ampere. The unit of apparent power is volt ampere. So one point is calculated. Now we will focus on power factor. So theta I is 20 degree and theta V is minus 10 degree. And power factor is nothing but cos of theta V minus theta I. So just substitute the value. So minus 10 minus 20. Because already theta V is minus 10 and minus of theta I, that means minus 20. So it becomes cos of minus 30 and cos minus theta is cos theta. So cos 30 and cos 30 value is 0.866. One important point is that the angles are in degree. Inside cos, the angles are in degree. Now, can you tell me whether the power factor is leading power factor or lagging power factor? And what will be the nature of the load? Okay. So, theta I is 20 and theta V is minus 10. So, which one is greater? Theta I or theta V? Theta I is greater than theta V because theta I is 20 and theta V is minus 10. That means current angle is greater than voltage angle. So whenever current angle is greater than voltage angle, that means current leads voltage and our reference is the current. So that means the power factor is leading power factor. This power factor is leading power factor. And with leading power factor, what is the nature of the load? What is nature of the load? Nature of the load is capacitive. The nature of the load is capacitive in nature. So apparent power is VRMS IRMS 100 into 100 volt, 100 volt ampere. And power factor is cos of theta V minus theta I. So minus 10 minus 20, cos minus 30 is cos minus theta is cos theta. So it comes out as 0.866. As current angle is greater than voltage angle, the power factor is leading power factor because current leads voltage. And the nature of load is capacitive in nature. Okay. Now let's look at one more example. Calculate values of the average power delivered to load as shown in figure, apparent power and the power factor. So we have to determine three things. First, average power. Second, apparent power. And third, power factor. And one circuit diagram is provided. So here it is a AC source. Value is 60 angle 0 degree. And you should pay attention here. It is written here VRMS. If simply 60 angles 0 degree is written, that means it is a peak amplitude. If such type of notation is there, that means this is a Vm and this is theta V. And whenever they write like 60 angle 0 with VRMS. That means this is a RMS voltage. So directly they have provided the RMS voltage. So such trick were used in the competitive exams. So you should be very careful. If you have missed this point, definitely your answer will be wrong. So with 60 angle 0 degree, RMS is written. That means it is a RMS voltage and angle is theta V. Okay. So what is the formula for apparent power? VRMS into IRMS. So VRMS is available 60. Now I should find out IRMS. Okay. So can I get the current here? We know that Ohm's law, V equal to I into Z, I equal to V upon Z. So I equal to V upon Z. This is a, this we need to convert into phasor form. So the magnitude comes out as 3 plus 4j as a magnitude 5. Angle is 53.13 degree. So magnitude divided by magnitude, 60 divided by 5 is 12. And this angle when it comes in the numerator, so it is getting subtracted. So 0 minus 53.13, that means minus 53.13 degree. So this is the value of current. Now one more important point, as my voltage was RMS voltage, so this is not peak current, this is RMS current. So IRMS value is 12 ampere. So this is also one key point. As my voltage is RMS voltage, so this current is also RMS current because I have determined current from the RMS voltage. So VRMS is 60, IRMS is 12. So apparent power comes out as 60 into 12. VRMS into IRMS 60 into 12. That means apparent power is 720 watt. 720 watt, no. It is, what is the unit of apparent power? Volt ampere. Sorry, it is not watt, it is volt ampere. So apparent power is 60 into 12. That means 720 volt ampere. Then power factor, cos of 0 minus 53.13, that means cos 53.13, and cos 53.13 is 0.6. Cos 53.13 degree is 0.6. Here it will be plus. Minus minus becomes plus. So cos of 53.13 is 0.6. Then your voltage angle is 0 degree, current angle is minus 53.13. That means voltage is greater than current. That means current is less than voltage. So theta I is less than voltage angle. Current is lagging with the voltage. That means power factor is lagging. Our reference is always current, whether current is leading with the voltage or current is lagging with the voltage. Accordingly, we can define the power factor. So as current angle is less than voltage angle, that means it is a power factor is lagging power factor. Current lag voltage, that means lagging power factor. And we know that average power is apparent power into power factor. So it comes out as 720 into 0.6. Answer for average power is 432 watt. Another formula for apparent power is, another formula for average power is VRMS IRMS into power factor. But already we have calculated the product of VRMS IRMS and also we have calculated the power factor. So average power is 432 watt. Now let's look at one more example. Calculate power factor if load is Z equal to 1 minus J. So load is given as 1 minus J and we have to calculate the power factor. So we need to convert it into phasor domain. So 1 minus J has a magnitude under root 2 and angle is minus 45 degree. You can get it in calculator. So magnitude is root 2, angle is minus 45 degree. And power factor is cos of this angle, impedance angle. Another definition for power factor is cos of theta V minus theta I, and one more is cos of impedance angle. Power factor is the cosine of impedance angle. So cos minus 45 equal to cos 45 because cos minus theta equal to cos theta, and cos 45 is 1 by root 2 and 1 by root 2 value is 0.707. Now as this impedance is negative. As this impedance is negative, so my power factor is leading power factor. Why it is so? If it is negative, then why my power factor is leading power factor? The reason is that, so theta v minus theta I, what I am getting? I am getting negative. When I will get this quantity as negative? Whenever theta I is greater than theta v. Suppose 3 minus 4. Then what is my answer? Negative, minus 1. Right? So whenever this quantity is greater than this quantity, then only I will get the negative. Similarly here also, theta v minus theta I. So as theta I is greater, then only my answer will be negative. That means current is greater than voltage. That means current leads voltage. That's why the power factor is leading power factor. So I hope you can get this concept also, or you can remember other way. If it is negative, then we have leading power factor. If this is angle of impedance is positive, then we have lagging power factor. Or you can apply simple logic here and tell whether it is leading or lagging. Okay, thank you.